Hi, and welcome to Blue's Garden. Today is all about a field trip. We went over to the Tower Hill Botanical Gardens, and it was mainly for the New England Dahlia Society showcase. It was amazing. I have tried unsuccessfully to produce some amazing dahlias, and this just has thrown the gauntlet down, and I will attempt it again this coming year. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we saw for dahlias. Oh, also, there were some pretty cool kinetic sculptures at Tower Hill Botanic Garden. New England Botanic Gardens at Tower Hill is really impressive. A couple of 100 acres, a bunch of different indoor and outdoor exhibits. Plus, they have some special exhibits that go on. We happened to go there during one of the exhibits that is actually a thing called the New England Dahlia Association. In addition, there are also these really cool kinetic sculptures, is the best way to describe it. So dahlias, I've tried a few times and haven't been as successful as I want. So this coming spring, 2026, I'll buy some tubers. But for now, I'll just keep going and looking. For me, I love the variegated kind, the kind with more than one color on each leaf. But a dahlia is a dahlia. It's just beautiful. So we're just walking through. See, that's a stunning thing to me. Well, actually, these are all what was called a challenge. Everybody growing the exact same kind. I can't remember. Did I grab a picture of it? Wow, that's just stunning. That's an impressive variety. That's pretty cool, too. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, except that, man, I wish I could grow like this. These people are amazing.
Yeah, these are mine, these are yours.
Now, normally I love the cooler tones, the blues. The deep reds with the blue in them, but some of these pastels and warmer tones are just amazing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Those are cool color in the background there, too. And I was amazed to see how many different types of dahlia. They're not all just one shape. When I buy my tubers in the spring, I am going to be so lost. I am not even sure which I start with. I'll find the easiest ones to grow for starters and go from there. I highly recommend you get to special exhibits when you can. If you can, get over to New England Botanic Gardens out at Tower Hill. Get there. Absolutely get there. There's always a different exhibit going on. It's amazing in wintertime, the nighttime lights, the Christmas lights. It wasn't all dahlias. We also went outside to the gardens, took a tour. Funny thing about Tower Hill, my wife and I have been there quite a few times. We're members. I don't remember ever being there when it was in bloom. We always go there. We make an annual trip out there for the Christmas Spectacular, which is really cool at night. They do an amazing job with some lighting. My personal specialty is theatrical lighting and experience and event lighting. So it's me seeing what others do. And I don't think we've ever been there during a season when it's in bloom. It's always in the middle of winter and at night. So this was a special thing for us. It's funny, as I said in the opening, we've been there quite a few times. My wife and I are members. We've never actually been there when stuff's in bloom. We always go in the middle of winter and see the cool Christmas lights exhibits. Found a few monarchs here. Always impressive. I personally love a little bit more of the English wild garden style. These are impressive too. Now, a few years back, my wife and I had planted a few of these in some of the planters we have around one of our water features. They really do attract pollinators, tons of them. Irony for me, because you know me and allergies to bees, so, but they are so impressive. That's a little in joke for a friend of mine. Like I said, gotta love going there because of the lights at night. I can't stress enough that you need to get there and see this. It is so cool. It's very, very fun. And because we never get there in the in the summertime or when things are in bloom, we never see any of these water features on or running or with actual water in them. It wasn't all outside. We went into one of the indoor arboreta. What do you call it? Greenhouse of a sort. It's called the Marjorie Doyle Orangerie. And it's one of two glass houses they have, these two wings. This is the hotter of them. This is a subtropical, very humid climate, and houses some very cool exotics that we don't really see in New England. Indoors in one of the hothouses. These are subtropical. The birds of paradise are so impressive. Be great to have some place where I could have a whole subtropical exhibit. Grow some indoor flowers that were like this. Man, that would be impressive. Those are my favorite tones, those purples, those deep colors. So again, thanks for joining us on this trip to the New England Botanic Gardens at Tower Hill. Thanks for joining me on this really quick tour of Tower Hill Botanic Gardens, or it's actually called the New England Botanic Gardens at Tower Hill. But thank you very much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe.